with the second part of our video, and the lesson is adaptations in animals. Before I start the explanation of this part, let me brief you up with the first part what we had studied. We had studied about hibernation, about migration and certain features and characters in the animals living on land and in the water and also on the trees and in air. Now let us begin with the adaptations. The first one will be adaptations for food. Adaptations for food, it divides the animals into four parts: the herbivores, the carnivores, the omnivores and the parasites. Herbivores are the plant eaters which eat only plants, and they have got certain type of teeth. The speciality of the teeth is they have flat teeth, grinding teeth at the back to grind the plant parts, and for biting the plant parts they have sharp front teeth. The elephant has got a trunk which is strong and muscular and long enough to reach the high trees. Then which animal is having a long neck? You tell me. You know very well that giraffe is having a long neck to reach the tall trees for eating the branches and leaves also. Then the carnivores, the speciality of carnivores is that they eat only the flesh of animals, and they have got very sharp canines, the very long dagger-like canines they have, and sharp claws. The omnivores are those organisms, those animals which eat only both the plants and the animals. And the parasites are those animals or organisms which take the food from the body of other animals. For example, mosquito, lice, fleas, leech, etc. They suck the blood of animals. Now, second adaptation is for hunting and for protection. These characters are first of all for running. Deer, zebra, they can run very fast to protect themselves from the predators like lions and tigers. And even lions and tigers can run very fast because they have to catch their prey. Camouflage. Hope you have heard about this phenomena, camouflage. If you haven't heard, I'm going to explain to you what camouflage is. It is the character of merging with its surrounding and looking just like its surrounding. For example, leaf insect looks just like a leaf. A stick insect looks just like a stick. I will draw the diagrams and I will show it to you on the paper. And the deer, tiger can merge very well with the surrounding by having the stripes and spots on their bodies. Then we have the next character is the spines. Certain animals like porcupines have got long thorn-like long spines on their body so that they can protect themselves from the predators, and the predators cannot come and hold them because they are very sharp spines. That is the porcupine. Then there is an animal whose name is hedgehog. Hedgehog is an animal which can roll on the ground when the danger approaches us. Then some animals like turtles and tortoises and snails are having a shell on their body, so at the approach of the danger they can coil themselves inside draw their bodies inside the shell. The animals like rhinos and buffaloes have got horns so that they can fight with their enemies or their contenders. Some animals like opossums pretend to be dead, and some snakes also have this quality. They pretend to be dead when they see a danger approaching it. A fish called globefish has a certain very good quality of blowing itself up like a big ball, like a globe, so that it can scare away by enlarging its size. Then there is a flying fish which can leap above the water to certain meters and take a long leap and it appears as if the fish is flying above the surface of the water. This is one character by which it can protect itself from its predators. So thank you for listening. Hope you have understood and it's very clear also.